Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Patreon podcast. Excuse me. This week I wanted to talk about finding your pace. I've recently gotten back into riding my bike. I actually just got off of a pretty good ride myself. And I was thinking about how when you're riding, it's about finding your pace, like what speed you are comfortable at. And then if you wanted, you can push that and try to increase that pace in the future. A long time ago, I did kind of a charity bike race called the MS-150, where you do 150 miles over the course of 2 days. And the group I was with, their pace was much higher than mine. They averaged probably around 14 miles an hour, and I was more around 12 or 13 at the time. And, I said, hey guys, you go ahead and I'll meet you at the halfway point of the finish line, and, it's all good. But it's interesting where it's just like the pace, like your kind of standard, I could do this all day style, speed, whether that's biking or creative stuff or whatever, that's really kind of your state right now. But that's something that you can improve in the future. Whereas, with biking, you want to get like a higher miles per hour pace or whatever. And with creativity, you want to maybe be more in tune with how you approach and solve creative problems. So there's a lot of parallels in that regard. And I think that it's important to not only find the pace that you're comfortable with, but understand whether or not you want to push that and try to see if you can go faster, or you can be more flexible when it comes to creative issues and all that other stuff. And I hadn't really thought about it before, but doing something like the 2-hour track challenge is really setting my pace. It's letting me kind of figure out, this is what I want to do. This is kind of like my baseline, is to make a song or two a week. But if I wanted to push myself, I could go further, but I know that it would take a lot of effort to do that sustained, kind of like going up a hill or trying to go faster for a period of time. You sprint for a bit, but then you have to kind of recharge. You have to regain your energy. And I think that works the same way, whether it's physical energy or creative energy. So I think that it's really important to take a mindful look at like what your pace is as a creator, and understand whether or not this is something that you're happy with as is, or if it's something that you want to train a little bit and try to push yourself, or if it's something that you feel that is good and you just need to maintain that pace. There's such a problem with the creative space online these days, where everything has to be monetized and everything has to be like worthwhile. And I think that there's a lot to be said about just doing something for fun and doing something because it's enjoyable, or, it gives you personal satisfaction. It's not monetizable. You're not going to put it in your sales pipeline and all that other garbage. And I think that it's important to realize that and understand that, that can be part of your pace too. But that whole process of just making things to sell things always encourages you to continually make more things and speed up and speed up and speed up. And that ruins not only your pace, but you just drain yourself of all your energy and momentum because of that. And then you have to stop because you burn out, and then you recharge and you start over. And it's like this really cyclical situation that is hard to rectify if you're in that mindset where everything has to be made for a purpose. And if you're not pushing yourself, if you find that pace and you find something that you're comfortable with, that's fine. I think that that's just really important to have that kind of validation that it's okay to find a pace that is leisurely for you, but still productive. And you can still get a lot done that way. And in the future, if you feel like you need to increase your speed, you can try to stretch yourself a little bit and see how that goes. Or if you need to sprint for a little bit, you can do that mindfully and then slow back down once you're done with your project. But I think that it's really important to understand like what your limits are and to work within those. I think that's it. Anyway, thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for being a Patreon supporter. I really genuinely do appreciate it. I hope that you have a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend. I'm going to go take a shower because like I said, I just got back from the bike ride and I'm kind of grungy. All right, I love y'all. Be remarkable.